When we was young bulls, I remember being downtown in Philly back in the 80s, and we would sometimes see dudes out there hustling people with the three-card monte scam. I would watch these dudes, and they would work in teams of like 3 and 4, and they would draw people in by having somebody on the team pretending to be a stranger, and he's playing and picking the right card and winning the money, and the crowd gathers around and people are cheering and they get excited, and then a real bystander, a real stranger in the crowd who's watching and gets hyped, he gets confident, and he pulls out some money and puts it on the table, and of course he loses it. It's like one of the oldest scams in the book, and it's been going on forever, even by that point in the 80s. Yet every time I went downtown, I would see people of all ages getting scammed. I'm like, doesn't everybody know about this scam by this point? But I guess not. It's like P.T. Barnum said, there's a sucker born every minute. Thank you for watching this edition of the B-Boy Stance. If you believe half this country might be intellectually disabled, like and subscribe. Right now, I feel like that same young boy again on a downtown Philly block watching a bunch of dummies get scammed and swindled by the three-card monte dudes. And I'm standing there like, how could y'all fall for this shit? America was dumb enough to play three-card monte with one of the biggest con men out there, and we're all about to lose. Big. I made a video before where I talked about some hardcore Trump supporters that they know he's lying, but they love his lies because of what he was supposed to represent. And respectfully, I said, I understand how the most racist white men voted for Trump. I get it. I understand why they voted for Trump. Even with Trump talking about tariffs, this group, they'll gladly pay higher prices just to have one of their own back in the White House. But white women and Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, black men that voted for Trump, what the hell? How could you? What was you listening to? Did y'all get caught up in the team sport of it and just wanted to dunk on the Democrats? Like white women, Republicans clearly want to control your body, but you voted for Trump. Black men claiming Trump's not racist. I hear them ask, how was he racist? Give me an example of him being racist. Idiots. First of all, Trump might be a grade A jackass, but he is media savvy. You'll never catch him out here using the N-word or burning crosses or no shit like that. He panders to the blacks, and he has successfully hustled some of us as it appears. But he don't fuck with us like that. For future reference, if David Duke and the KKK endorses a candidate, and that candidate does not renounce or reject that endorsement, that candidate is probably a racist. Plain and simple. David Duke came out in support of Trump, and Trump claimed not to know the man. Classic. I've never seen so many woefully ignorant people in my life. The election is over, and I'm reading stories of people searching terms like, what's a tariff and can I change my vote? After the election. After the election, they're doing this. I'm seeing Mexican Trump supporters crying now because they thought only the criminals were being deported, not the law-abiding, hard-working Mexicans who just happened to be in this country illegally. They didn't know they were coming for them too. Yeah, dumbass, you're supposed to do your due diligence before you cast your vote. But I'll make it mad easy for you. Next time, don't vote for the person that started a riot at the Capitol. I'm going to tell you who else knows Americans are dumb as shit. Our foreign adversaries. That's countries that we got beef with, like Russia and North Korea. It's already been proven that both of them, quote unquote, meddled with our election by planning a whole bunch of fake news stories on social media. I say quote unquote meddled because it ain't like they tampered with voting machines or anything like that. They just know that Americans are so easily influenced, number one, and then number two, just crazy about our social media. We're obsessed with social media in America. Yo, I had no idea that many people got their news from Facebook. Like Facebook is their main source for news. I was shocked. The Russians, the North Koreans, the Iranians, they knew all they had to do was plant a whole bunch of fake news stories on social media, and a bunch of dumbass Americans will believe it. Just like back in the day, all the 3-card Monte con man had to do was have one of them pretend to be a stranger and win a couple times, and a bunch of suckers will believe the game is legitimate. And understand, no one forces people to walk up to the 3-card Monte table. They willingly suspend their intelligence in order to get scammed by this con man. And that's exactly what happened to a lot of our people during this election cycle.